Hi, my name is Noah. I am going to formally introduce myself. 26 years ago, I took a turn. And although it has been challenging and it's not like something like you become invincible, by no means. It becomes challenging and you go through a lot of initiations, a lot of tests. Um, and then, you either end up someone with victory and was able to be strong enough to refrain from things, thoughts, and actions you were guilty of in the past, and you become go into a higher degree. All right, very good. So I've been involved in esoteric science, metaphysics, the Hebrew Kabbalah, the chakras, um, Hinduism, Buddhism, shamanism. When I first started, I was so thirsty and so hungry for this that which was missing in my life. So when I went in the first 3 years, I ate books like for breakfast, literally. I just and I consumed all the information, and well, this is 26 years later. Again, there's it's been a long journey, all right, and a lot of battles, but I'm still here. I'm strong. I'm healthy, and I'm alive, which means that I've had victory. It may not show materialistically because it's not but it's not in the third dimension. These wars are fought in the fifth dimension and beyond, and so that's what it is. The main thing is, have you been a victor? That's the important thing. All right. So the thing tonight is is sort of associated to the same thing that I went through 26 ago, where I had to choose life or death. I was dying slowly, and but I was eventually going to die. So the thing is, you have to be just like Magdalena. Magdalena was hey, she was prostituting. She was a whore considered, and so she was going to be stoned to death. All right. There's many different ways of dying in a very very miserable way, and being stoned is no exception. So she had a choice. Plus, talk about being at the right time at the right place. Jesus was there. He saw her. Um, you know, it was up to her to decide whether she was going to, at that moment, allow herself to be saved. Because hey, the bad girls don't like to be saved. Sometimes they're having lots of fun. They don't want to be distorted or anyone to rein in their parade. All right, so in this case, hey, life or death, right? Be stoned to death or renounce and and then transform or transmute or convert. In this case, she chose to live, and Jesus was there to save her, and she accepted the the offer. And well, I guess Jesus also had an eye for a woman. Huh? She was good looking, sensual looking. She was who she was, right? But the fact is that she then became Jesus' wife, all right, and had a couple of kids with him. So she never once. Okay, this is the thing. Let me go a little back here. Once she um, entered into this realm of the spiritual realm involving Jesus, there was a fraternal order back then, a secret society called the Essenes that Jesus was involved in, and and so Magdalena, once she renounced and she allowed to be herself to be saved from what she was doing. Obviously, she was not proud of it, and she was gonna be stoned to death for it. So she went that route, you know. And at that time, it was the Jesus route, and she got initiated to the Essenes. She learned. She was educated to be a better person, to think, to love herself, to respect herself, so she can able to love and respect others. Right. All right. So then she became Jesus' wife. She became a wife, a mother. I know of a couple of kids. All right. The ghosting, though. Let's go to the main subject here is, did Magdalena ghost Jesus? All right. When Jesus was put on the cross after being whipped and beaten and all kinds of stuff, and then the nails, of course, in his hands and his feet, um, and then the crown of thorns in his head, and the whole thing, right? I mean, he was declared dead on the cross. He may have been dead, or maybe just he just you know rendered himself, and then so he died. But the whole thing is that after this happened, Mother Mary and Magdalena, okay, and a few others who were the greatest healers back then, went and took Jesus from that burial place. They had him in some sort of a cave type, and they took him and they healed him. Okay, now this is the thing. Did Magdalena say, "Oh no, he's dead. Forget about it. Look at him. He's on the cross. He's dead. He's dead. What am I going to do?" Eh? No, no. She followed through with her future mother-in-law, Mother Mary, and they together. No one got ghosted here. Okay, no one. She followed through, even though she thought he was dead. They healed him. He got back. I mean, she gave him she gave him love. She nurtured him. All right, back to health. She healed him. She did whatever it took to get him back to being the man that he was once. All right, so that is pretty much what I wanted to cover about that. She, at towards the end of her life, as far as we know it, I don't know, she remained a loyal wife, a mother to Jesus. And when she died, this is the point, was she ready to meet her maker? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's my point. Are you ready to meet your maker? Okay, the decisions you make, okay, based on the third dimensional thoughts and actions and activity, do not justify the means at all. Okay, if you have ghosted someone because, hey, he's not your type, or it could be a number of things. And this brings me to today. I heard this reading by this woman, and it's not about winning or losing. Because I am not operating here. This relationship that was ghosted was never on the third dimension. It was always on the astral, on the fifth dimension and beyond. Okay, that's the thing. And it was never, or it has not been materialized, okay, by an email or a text or a phone call, um, acknowledging the whole relationship, because, well, it was a twin flame thing. Okay, it's a thing where I think one person had that thought about just having fun and saying, "Oh, well, this guy's interesting, and I'm sure he's gonna." And, yeah, yeah. and all that stuff was all real good. But I've been looking for a queen. I've been shying away from the bad girls. And then what? I go into the spiritual sphere of realms, and I get a bad girl that wants to just be bad. And wow, look, I mean, God Himself knows in the last 4.5 years I've been shying away from bad girls because I just want more. It just I want someone where I don't. I mean, someone at the same level, pretty much. And that means a lot to me. And this other woman is thinking, well, I want him in my level, which is maybe I don't know, something to do with wealth, something to do with age, something to do with other dimensions of. That's the other thing too funny, because when a man talks about, like to exaggerate. Well, I just exaggerate because I have a way with words. They say, and always when I mention 15 inches, okay, 15 inches that she was used to or maybe addicted to. That doesn't mean that automatically a man is going to call it penis envy. No, it's look at it this way. So you do not have big breasts, but you're in love with someone or you really attract someone, but that person prefers to be with the one over here with the big breast. Now she may not have any other virtues or qualities or anything else, any substance or whatever, but she's got the big breast, and that's my point. You cannot go with someone or say ghost somebody who is truly a spiritual initiate and has lived it for 26 years, and if not straight away from decrease, um, you know, for some dildo, like a dildo, some in a sense where this thing is just, well, it's a big dildo, and that's pretty much what you're getting out of it. You're putting yourself in that, and you are discrediting and evaluating the real man, you know, as a whole. And love. We know this that love is what ultimately is going to save you. All right. When I was saved, I was helped by, I call her a black angel because she was a really bad woman. I mean, really bad as far as promiscuous, but she helped me help myself. She took me to someone. She searched and she went out of her way for me to get well. And well, that started the whole thing. I said, I'll know who she is when I meet her. I know as far as the person that can heal me. And I'm not going to get into what happened and what was wrong, but it was pretty profound. And I don't, listen, it's bad. And but here I am, after that rebirth, and that's the other thing too. This is a true, actual rebirth. Okay, a complete metamorphosis. It's not about, oh well, she had a night of the dark soul and she's okay now. And no bullshit. You have to really. So the bottom line here is I'm taking longer than I wanted to. Is that are you going to renounce your ways? Are you going to transform? Are you going to transmute? Are you going to go into a higher spiritual realm? Or do you intend to remain conveniently at that level where you're just look? Everything's about balance. We know this. I don't like fanatics. I don't like it to go into that degree of fanatic degree. I like balance. And balance is about being 50% good and 50% evil. There's laws, hermetic laws, there's natural laws, universal laws, karmic laws, cosmic laws, all related to what I'm saying. All right. So you can study those and see that I'm not talking out of my hiney, my ass. All right. It's been a pleasure. And I like for you to, if you like this, I'm going to talk about a lot of good stuff uh, in the future, and esoterically speaking, metaphysically speaking. And it's going to be a wonderful thing. I'd like for you to subscribe and to like and to share. Spread the good word. Huh? This is really what I'm not after wars with anyone. It's just bringing the light. All right. They call the, what do they call it? Light bringers. Never considered myself that, but in the last 4.5, 5 years, I have now opened up to the public, and I've been trying to spread the good word, the higher awareness. Very good. Thank you so much, Noah's Arts Entertainment. Tonight's theme was, Did Magdalena ghost Jesus? You surely didn't. You surely, not at all. Take care of yourselves.